now we're looking at this in the scope of a letter vendor, but like, do you think that this could expand out to other vendors? And to take it a step further, like we're, again, looking in the scope of the 11th Circuit, do you see this going out to other places? I think like New York already picked it up. So I guess just overall, what are your thoughts of how this plays out if you're taking a guess here?
Well, the court specifically put in its opinion, this court says, look, it's not lost on us the significance of what this means for the collection industry. The court goes on to say, it's going to mean that debt collectors have to print letters in-house. I mean, literally, this is right in the opinion. And the court also acknowledges that this decision may affect more than just letter vendors, but other vendors that debt collectors use in their collection processes. The court seems to understand the significance of the decision and the impact it will have on the collection industry, but nonetheless declares, right correctly, I might add, that it is bound to read the law and it is bound to interpret the law, notwithstanding the consequences that it might have, and that its reading of the law leads the court to the conclusion that it reached. And so, although I appreciate that the court remains faithful to the language of the statute, which is what we want all courts to do, by the way. I do think that this case is maybe subject to being vacated or at least revisited by the court. There are some really good reasons why the court may have gotten it wrong. I expect what will happen in this case moving forward is that the defendant in this case will ask the court to rehear the case. If that is granted, that will be good news. The court will look at this case again freshly and hopefully reach a different conclusion. If the court denies the defendant's request to rehear the case, then the last stop is the U.S. Supreme Court, and this defendant will then have an opportunity, if they choose, to request that the Supreme Court hear this case. And we'll keep our fingers crossed on whether or not the Supreme Court would take the case. I don't have the answer to that. I don't think anybody does, but that would be the procedural next step. And then if the 11th Circuit denies the request and the Supreme Court denies the request, well, then this decision is here to stay in this case, and it goes back down to the district court for more litigation. This case is not over by any means. It will not be over for a long time. Unless it gets settled. And I do think there's still a path to victory for this defendant.